Daniel Pink is not a salesperson. Rather, he is a skilled writer who specialises in anecdote-heavy business books. But Pink believes, and I quote, "Like it or not, we're all in sales now." Data show that 1 person in 9 in the United States works in sales. And the same is probably true for the rest of the world. But in his bestseller, To Sell is Human, Daniel Pink asserts that we are all in sales because everybody needs to persuade somebody else. Everything that you do demands a certain amount of persuasion. And Pink has a very positive view of selling. To sell well is to convince someone else to part with resources. Not to deprive that person, but to leave them better off in the end. Daniel Pink reframes the corny old sales acronym ABC, always be closing. In To Sell is Human, ABC stands for Attunement, Buoyancy, and Clarity. These, Pink says, are how we move people. Attunement is about how well you can understand and empathise with the people you are trying to persuade. Buoyancy is your ability to bounce back from the rejection that you will inevitably get when you try to sell something, whether it's a physical sale or persuading someone of your ideas. Buoyancy is Pink's word for resilience, and he draws very heavily on the science of positive psychology. Clarity is your ability to, first, filter out unnecessary information, second, to make sense of what remains, and thirdly, to determine what are the patterns that will help you to explain and persuade effectively. And in his book, Pink also gives us 3 practical steps to help us to move people. The first is a pitch, a statement that arouses someone's interest and draws them into a conversation. And Pink suggests 6 basic structures for an effective pitch. The one-word pitch, the question pitch, the rhyming pitch, the subject line pitch, the Twitter pitch, and the Pixar pitch. Second, when things don't go to plan, that's going to happen, you need to improvise. Pink offers us 3 practices for effective improvisation. First, hear the offer. Second, use the phrase yes and to build on what you've heard. And third, always make the other person look good. Thirdly, Pink offers us 2 principles that will help us to serve other people. Indeed, he makes a big thing about the importance of serving other people first before serving yourself. For example, when you're tempted to try to upsell, try upserving instead and doing more for the potential customer. Don't try to increase what they can do for you. Instead, increase what you can do for them. So, don't focus on what you're going to get out of the sales process. What you should be thinking about, and therefore relaying to your customer, is how your products and how your services can make their life better. To Sell is Human is not a sales guide. It is not a book with instructions about how to sell. It's a book filled with anecdotes and research about the little things that make your sales process more effective. if you had some basic training, this is probably the best book to give you lots of new ideas about how to put that training into good effect. Please do give this video a like if you've learned from it or you've enjoyed it. I'll be making loads more great management courses content for you, so please do subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you don't miss any of it. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, and in the meantime, keep learning.